Hi friends, today we are going to be reading an informational text called Sea Otter Pups. Informational text is nonfiction. It gives facts about a topic. As you read Sea Otter Pups, let's go ahead and pay attention to details and facts about a topic, maps that help explain a topic, and pictures with labels. Let's set our purpose. As you read, stop and think. If you don't understand something, reread, ask yourself questions, use what you already know, and look for visual clues to help you to understand the text. The power words that we will find in this text are surface, wraps, attached, and crack. Alright friends, go ahead and take a picture walk through this book. Make some predictions about what you think Sea Otter Pups is going to be about. Use your prior knowledge, the characteristics of this genre, and the text features to predict what you think the text will be about. Then remember, at the end of the text, go ahead and return to your predictions, decide if they were accurate or if you needed to adjust them as you went along. Let's get started. Meet a sea otter pup. A mother sea otter and her pup are floating in the ocean. The mother otter is resting on her back. The little pup is cuddled up on his mother's belly, just above the water. We see two captions here, a mother sea otter and a sea otter pup. Okay, so on this page, the author tells me a lot about sea otter pups, but never actually says what a pup is. So before I keep reading, I want to make sure that I understand this word. When I reread the first sentence, I notice it uses the pronoun her to connect the mother sea otter and the pup. That makes me think that the pup might be her baby. The text also says the pup is little and that it is cuddled up on his mother's belly. In the picture, the pup looks much smaller than the mother sea otter. And the word pup sounds a lot like puppy, which I know is a baby dog. So I think I'm right. A pup is a baby otter. Let's look at the next page. What is a sea otter? Sea otters are animals that live in the ocean. They are about as big as a medium-sized dog. Sea otters have very thick fur. The fur helps keep the otter's body warm and dry in the cold weather. At the top here, I see a little text box that shows me the sea otter size as it compares to human beings. That's very interesting. I also see some captions. I see an adult sea otter, and I see a caption pointing to thick fur. Let's continue. Where do sea otters live? Although sea otters live in the ocean, they stay close to the shore. The yellow parts of this map show where sea otters live. Let's take a look at the map. I see that sea otters live in the Pacific Ocean. I also notice many captions on pages 40 and 41. I see shore, sea otters, mother sea otter, and 1-week-old pup. A newborn pup. A mother sea otter gives birth in the ocean to just one pup at a time. After the pup is born, she places it on her chest to keep it warm. Then she feeds it milk from her body. A pup drinks its mother's milk until it's about 4 to 6 months old. What detail on this page did you find surprising? Yeah, I was surprised that a mother sea otter gives birth to just one pup at a time. I thought the mother would have many pups, like dogs do. How were you able to better understand the information that surprised you? Well, yeah, I'm looking at this photo and I see that it reminds me that sea otters live in the ocean. It would be hard for a mother sea otter to watch more than one sea otter pup carefully. Learning to swim. A newborn sea otter cannot swim, but it can float really well. It floats on top of the water like a beach ball. The mother sea otter gives her pup swimming lessons. By the time it's about 14 weeks old, the pup is able to swim and dive. I see two captions on this page, the floating mother sea otter and the floating pup. They're so cute. Let's look at page 43. Sea otter food. Sea otter, adults, and pups eat crabs, clams, and other shellfish. The mother otter dives under the water to hunt for food. She teaches the pup how to dive and find shellfish too. I see captions on this page showing us a clam, crab, mother otter, and the pup. So why do you think that the mother otter teaches her pup to dive and find shellfish? Yes, the pup needs to learn how to find food for itself. When the pup grows up, it will have to find its own food. Time for dinner. Once the mother sea otter finds a clam, she swims back to the water's surface. She also brings a rock with her and lays it on her belly. Then she smashes the clam onto the rock and to open its shell. The mother otter and the pup share the clam meat. Let's look at these captions. We see a clam, we see the sea otter pup, the mother otter, and the clam meat. I'm kind of confused about how the mother sea otter gets the clam meat out of the shell. I'm going to see if rereading the text helps me. The text says that the mother sea otter lays a rock on her belly. Then she smashes the clam against the rock. The shell must break open when it hits the rock. This is how the mother otter is able to open the shell and get the clam meat. So how do the photos help you understand what the mother sea otter does? Yes, the main photo shows the mother sea otter cracking a clam on the rock. The smaller picture shows the mother and pup eating the clam meat that was inside of the shell. Let's look at the next page. Good night. When it is time to sleep, an adult sea otter sometimes wraps seaweed around its body. The seaweed, called kelp, is attached to the ocean floor. It holds the otter in one place. This keeps the waves from carrying the otter out into the ocean. Sometimes the mother otter also wraps kelp around the pup as it sleeps on her chest. The captions on this page show us the kelp and the sleeping adult sea otter. What questions do you still have about how sea otters sleep? Why does the mother sea otter wrap kelp around her pup as it sleeps? Reread the text to answer your question here. Very good. Yes, the text says that the mother otter wraps its body in kelp to keep from being carried out into the ocean. But what would happen if a pup was sleeping on her chest? Yes, a strong wave could knock the pup off her chest and carry it away. I think the mother otter ties the pup to her chest to keep it attached to her. Growing up. When a pup is between 6 and 12 months old, it leaves its mother. It knows how to dive underwater to hunt for food. It can use rocks to crack open shellfish. The pup is now ready to begin its grown-up life. So what skills must the pup have to live on its own? Yes, it must learn to dive underwater to hunt for food and use rocks to crack open shellfish. So where does the pup learn these skills? Of course, from its mother. What other skills do you think the pup must learn in order to live on its own? Absolutely, the pup must learn how to protect itself from enemies. It might have to learn how to take care of other pups. All right, friends, now it's time for you to revisit your predictions, determine if they were accurate or if you needed to adjust them as the story went on. Thank you so much for joining me today to read Sea Otter Pups.